Welcome back, guys. Good to see you guys. We are excited. Today's a big day. Today's a big day, isn't it?
Yes.
Pretty big day.
Yep.
What happened? You lead it off. What happened today?
We got our PSA graded cards back.
We got some PSA graded cards back. It came back. Today, we got two of our, I think we have like 4 or 5 sets of cards that we put out there. I think it was something like that. But anyways,
Yeah,
we got them.
Around that range.
Boom. From PSA to GameStop, from GameStop to these hot little hands. And what are we going to do? We're going to open these things up and show everybody what's going on?
Yes.
Is that the idea?
Yes.
Now, are they all Pokemon cards? They're not all Pokemon cards, are they?
No.
No. We have a few of them that are going to be baseball cards from yours truly when I had cards that were at his age that I've kept over time. Let's see how well the VMAX here, okay, the VMAX Seeker has kept his cards over 1, 2, 3, 4 decades. 4 decades
40 years.
old. Yes, thank you for the history lesson there. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Anyways, 4 decades old on some of the cards. Some of them are going to be hopefully grading. I hope that they're going to grade higher, at least higher than a 6. That's what I hope. We'll see. Okay. So, having said that, you excited?
Yes.
We amped up. We're ready to see what's going on.
Yes, and I hope that, when I send off my, SIR iron leaves, I hope it comes back at really good. Hope so.
I hope so too. Okay, let's see how it goes.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Who cares about money? I care about whether or not it graded well. Have a good one. Mixed bag.
I'm sad.
You said about.
Because I thought my Mega Charizard would be a little bit. I didn't realize that was that destroyed.
Let's go to that card. Let's take a look at it.
I'm sorry.
Let's take a look at the Mega Charizard EX. Mr. EX Opener.
Hey, it's an older EX. It's an older EX.
It is an older EX. It's like one of the first cards he's ever had in his life.
Yeah.
Having said that, let's take a look at this. Didn't look really too bad to me at the beginning when I didn't know what I was looking for.
But when he saw the back...
Then I did not see the back until just now and realized...
It's that bad.
Holy guacamole, dude. I wish I would have seen that. I would have saved myself $15.50 and sending this out to PSA. Definitely would not have gone. This is bad news bears. Bad news bears for you.
I'm sad.
Yeah, that's no bueno, dude.
Save me from my shelf.
No
I
bueno.
can't believe it came...
It looked like it got stepped on by Mega Charizard. Like Charizard came through and then like he used it
Burned
to
it.
maybe pick something out of his Charizard teeth. I don't know. But that's about what it looks like right there. Beat to crud. What did what can I say? Not to quote no, just to quote David Chappelle here. What can I say about this card that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan? Bombed and depleted. Anyways. Now, let's talk about some of the other cards we got. Good night, that thing is a wreck up from the neck up, dude.
But I called it.
You called what? Let's take a look and see what the Iron Leaves showed.
I did.
There it is.
And it's an SIR.
It's an SIR. Look at this magnificent beast. Boom. Yeah, that's about right. Now, let's kind of go over your 3s and 4s versus your 10s and 9s. So we had a shipment of these. When we first went through it, we had 5 cards that we sent out.
Yeah, around 5.
We sent 5.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Out of the 5, we got a 9, a 6, a 3, a 7, a 1. And this is a representation of the cards that Mr. EX Opener, I can speak today, Mr. EX Opener has kept over time in various different areas. Different areas like top loaders, binders, tins,
little plastic sleeves
next to the toilet paper in the bathroom.
I did not.
Because you might as well. This might as well have gone right there next to the TP, because that's about what I would wipe my butt with right there. Right there. That's about what I'd wipe my, gluteus maximus. Look at the gluteus. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Look at how ridiculous that is. Needless to say, Mr. EX card opener is going to be doing some extra chores to make up that debacle. But there's always a lesson to be learned.
Yes.
So let's say this is the first shipment we had. We had a 9. Okay. We had a 6. Right? We had a
3.
But it's a 1999 Pokemon. So, I mean, for Mr. EX over here, holding on to a 1999 card from when he was a little tyke, and still being a 3, I think that's not too bad. What do you think?
I was young, like I didn't know like what that meant.
Okay, but it's a whole new world.
Stop it.
Now that we're able to send these things off to PSA and get them graded, right? Because that's what the idea is. The idea is we open these things, we send them off to PSA, they get graded. Now that they're graded, we try to find these same cards as highest grading as we possibly can. 7s go to 8s, 8s go to 9s, 9s go to 10. Let me give you an example for that situation, okay? So boom, this one was a 7, okay? We want that to go up to an 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. Gives us something to collect as collectors. I was able to watch a video today from Mr. PokeRev, who is huge. I'm a huge fan of Mr. PokeRev. I'm a huge fan of a lot of the other YouTubers that create the content for a lot of these Pokemon cards and other cards that are out there, Magic, The Gathering, baseball cards, so on and so forth. What's going on with Pokemon right now and their cards and how they're gouging the situation where you're looking at some major, I just watched a video today where he was talking about, people in the community that are doing these videos, people that are just getting into these videos, people are just getting into the hobby, are having to compete with people that are actually buying these boxes, box sets, bundles, ETBs, so on and so forth, as collectibles, almost like they're like a stock in the stock market. Here's the deal. The market is always going to yield a supply and demand. Right now there's a massive demand for it, and so therefore the pricing is going right up the roof. What's not going up the roof is a whole lot of the other card sets that are out there. So we're talking about some of City in Flames. We're talking about Stellar Crown. I'm still able to find Stellar Crown on the cheap.
Paradox Rifts.
Yeah, we're able to find those on the your Paldea Evolved, your Shrouded Fables.
Even the base set.
Yeah, the base sets. There's a lot of sets that are out there that are still really, really, really cool to collect. I was thinking about the other day, we don't have a master set of Shrouded Fable, which is really, really funny because there's only like 63, 64, 65, 64 cards in the base set of it.
And then there's a master set in my binder with the Stellar Crown.
Yeah, so it's a very doable thing to do. And when you have one, I love this phrase, when you have one door that got closed, the Lord will open up a window for you. So, having said that, you're not going to be able to get some of these newer things that, these newer sets that are coming out at the price range that you're wanting. $20 a pack, $18, $19, $17 a pack.
That's ridiculous.
Redonkulous, as my man Dane Cook would say. Absolutely redonkulous. Don't do that. Just wait. Okay, there'll be plenty of time to be able to get into some of these other sets. To start building your master sets and getting those taken care of. Are you going to buy one box and then just store it, put it someplace to the side for yourself because you think they're just not going to make more? You're kidding yourself. Don't buy into the FOMO. I'm in sales. I know how sales works. It's FOMO. FOMO. For those who don't know what FOMO means, it means fear of missing out. You're not going to miss out on anything.
Yes.
You're not going to miss out on anything. These are flipping paper cards. the paper cards, guys, them being overvalued on you know, $300-400. You know, when I was his age, they didn't have the Pokemon cards like this. You know what they had? They had baseball cards, they had football cards, they had basketball cards. They had those cards. We didn't have, I hate what to say, back in my day, they didn't have on the Netflix and the YouTubes and the all the other different things you can watch all the time. You got to sit your butt in front of a flippin' Zenith TV that was on the floor, not even on a shelf. It weighed 2 tons. You had to come in with a flipping forklift to be able to move your TV in and out. If there was a problem with your TV, you got it fixed. It wasn't something you just disposably threw into the trash. And guess what? You took your baseball cards in your binder and you put them in front of the TV and you watched the baseball games and you got to see your favorite players and watching, oh, I got that baseball card. Oh, look at that. Or you collected comic books. And guess what? I did both. Having said that, these Pokemon cards are going to be outrageously expensive. When I was a kid, those baseball cards were expensive, dude. You want to go and buy yourself a Ken Griffey Jr. card, Upper Deck, or if you wanted to go and buy yourself any of the tops, Jose Canseco, because back then it was the Bash Brothers, 1989. You had, not to date myself, okay, not to date myself at all here, but you had 1989, you had the Bash Brothers, you had Mark McGwire, which is a stud of all studs. That dude can hit a ball into Mars from here, okay? And then you had Jose Canseco, also stud of studs. You had Ricky Henderson, God bless you, brother. Was able to steal bases like no one else could steal bases. Same thing with Pete Rose. Again, peace to you, brother. All those guys were just studs back in the day. And guess what? Those cards were outrageous. They had a channel. Out of the 13 channels that you had 13 channels to be able to watch. And guess what? One of them was this one called QVC. And QVC would sell anything from Tupperware to press-on nails to, guess what, baseball cards. And they would hyperinflate those baseball cards. And when I was his age, those baseball cards were $180, $190 back in the early 90s. And guess what? If you had $180, that was like $500, $600, $700 today. Okay, the inflation that's going on today and the Biden economics. Hey, guess what? Yeah, that's the wonderful world that we're in right now. It's not like how it was back then. So now you take a look and see what's going on with these baseball cards. These baseball cards are not worth the paper they're written on for most of the part, okay? Most of these baseball cards are worth like, you know, maybe 20, 30, 40 bucks when they were like $200 back in the day because of supply and demand. Supply and demand. Guess what? Stop the demand on your, give me something in your base, the same sets that are coming out right now.
Journey Together.
Journey Together is one of them that's coming out. You're Searching Sparks. You had your
it was like Terrestrial Festival for the Japanese.
Got it. Yeah, we got one of those. Yeah, we got one of those. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, we got one. I just bought one before all the hype went out. Boom, just to have it just ready to go. Okay, guess what? Yep. Plastic. I didn't buy 500 of these. I don't have a flipping crate in the back of my house with these things. I bought one box. That's it, just one. Just so I say, you know what? I got one. I'm gonna throw one side there. Not 5 million, okay? You know what we've been having a really good time on and having a really good hit on? Is the Japanese Searching Sparks.
Because look what I pulled.
Not once, but how much?
Twice.
I love gold.
I have 2.
I love it. The smell of it, the texture, the taste. I love it.
Oh my God.
I am from Holland. Isn't that weird? Anyways, yeah, these things flipping are hitting like pancakes, dude, at a flipping Waffle House, bro. All right? These things are hot to trot. Isn't that right, Mr. EX? All right? Okay.
Yes.
So anyways, watch it go up. Like, stocks go up and then it's going to go, and then it's going to just plateau. Okay, it's just going to plateau. All right? Don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. We'll get back to it.
Just wait.
Yeah, just watch. It's going to go back to where it's supposed to go.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all you got to do.
Just wait.
Just wait. Anyways, now we're going to get to the baseball cards and see how we did on the baseball cards. Let's find out. I swear these things came in a box on some of the other people's channels. Okay. Here we go, guys. All right. Mr. 1986 rookie baseball card, Jose Canseco, the man, the myth, the legend. I need you to give me a drum roll, please. 1986. So a little history on this card. This card is in the main set, but if you were to go and open up the single packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards, you could not get this card. There was only one way to get it, and it was the whole Topps set for 1986. And drum roll. Please let me know in the comment section if you think that I'm incorrect about that. That is what I was told. That's what I have believed for a long time. I could be wrong, unless you're buying it at a store as a single card. That was how you got this. So, having said that, drum roll, 1986. That's 39 years. I have Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I got a 7 out of 10. That's a near mint. Okay, now, next one is going to be, hold on. We're going to go ahead and do our little thing here. Hold on. We want to cover it. Oh, Mr. Pete Rose. 1979. He was with the Reds, Cincinnati Reds. Okay, for all my peeps in Cincinnati. Which we have lived there for a brief stint and absolutely loved being Cincinnati Red fans during that time. Mr. Pete Rose, drum roll from 1979. That's cool. Start on that. 8 out of 10. We're in the B range. That's a 80 percentile for a card that old. That is pretty darn cool, dude, to have an 8 out of 10. I'm pretty stoked on that. Okay, now the final card. The final card. It's the final countdown. Bida-boom, boom. Bida-boom, boom, boom. Mr. Wade Boggs, also known as the Chicken Man. You know why they call him the Chicken Man? They called him the Chicken Man because he would eat chicken before baseball games. Did you know that? He had chicken sandwiches before baseball games, from what I've been told. That's why they call him the Chicken Man. Mr. Red Sox himself. For all of you Yankee fans that are out there, you're just going to have to hate. But guess what? Also, you need to appreciate. Also, Mr. Wade Boggs, if knowledge is correct on this, and again, you guys can comment on the comment section, I'm pretty darn certain that Mr. Wade Boggs also cameoed on an episode of Cheers. For all of those who are way out of the X generation range, Cheers was a TV show back in the 80s and 90s that was about a bunch of people drinking at a bar that is based out of a bar in Boston. And having said that, it was a phenomenal show filmed in front of a live studio audience. and kicked off a lot of big careers for some people back then. And so having said that, that show went for quite a few seasons. Anyways, you can always go back to that day and take a look at those guys. On TV Land, I would imagine you can probably find it there, or you can buy it on iTunes. Having said that, drum roll on Mr. Wade Boggs. This is his 1983. 1983 would be 42 years old, I believe. 42 years old. That is over 4 decades old of a card. How did Mr. VMAX Seeker keep his cards? We shall find out. We had a 70 percentile. We had an 80 percentile. So we had a C for a card that was 39 years old. We had a B for a card that is 45 years old. Now we have a card that's 42 years old. Drum roll. Boom! Whoa! Gotta love it. 10 out of 10, people. Does Mr. VMAX know how to keep his cards over time? I say so. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, I do know how to keep a card going for a brief minute. And that brief minute is over 4 decades old. 4 decades, people. Okay? Yeah. No 1 out of 10 there, bro. No 1 out of 10 there.
Pretty good. 7, 8 out of 10.
Hey, how you doing there, mustache? Huh? How we doing there, mustache? Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Mario.
42 years old and he's still looking like a stud, dude. Look at that guy. Right? 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Mr. Rose. Let's just go ahead and put him in the Hall of Fame, dude. Seriously?
Please.
Please? Come on, dude. Really? Put him in as a baseball player. Put an asterisk down. I don't even care. Listen, you try to find any player out there that wasn't gambling, okay? You try to find another player during those times that wasn't on steroids, all right? Put an asterisk on there. Everybody was doing it in the game, okay? And if they weren't doing it, you're way behind you better get yourself another agent. Okay, you're way behind the scenes at that time, okay? I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's good to be doing drugs in any way, shape, or form, even enhancing your performance in sports. However, I do understand the time. I knew it was a new thing. It was a big thing. It was huge, okay? And we got to see some really, as fans in baseball, we got to see some exciting things happen, okay? So having said that, put an asterisk, okay? Just put an asterisk. Put him in there.
Please.
Stop being chintzy about the whole situation, dude. It's ridiculous.
Please.
You know what I mean? Having said that, Hall of Fame that man, okay?
Please.
He's passed away. Bury the flippin' hatchet already.
Please.
Anyways, Mr. Jose Canseco. I've got a friend of mine, okay, that is able, he's huge into baseball. Very big into baseball. If you don't believe me, I can definitely post a picture. I really don't want to post a picture, but this man was able to be on a softball league with Mr. Canseco down in Las Vegas. And having said that, I thought that was a really cool thing that he was able to meet the man and be able to talk to him a few, you know, obviously here and there, but when it came to baseball and being on a team with him. Can you imagine being on a softball league and having Jose Canseco on your team? Dude, I bet you that guy just still hits like a flipping freight train. He's not going to miss that ball. He's not going to miss a softball, dude. Like, can you imagine being on the other team? It's like, Are you kidding me? Like, it's like that episode of How I Met Your Mother, and they're everybody's on the basketball league, and they're all playing basketball, and then one of the teams they go against as a professional basketball player, dude, it's like the Globetrotters, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you got Jose Canseco on your team, really? Yeah, just go ahead and put a big L. Let's just up. You're gonna lose. Okay, right. Anyways, so having said that, yeah, dude, got a 7, an 8, and a 10. Pretty cool. All right, this is an episode of the EX card opener and the V Max Seeker. Signing off. You got anything else you want to say to the peeps?
Peace.